Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Hope you're enjoying the baseball playoffs. Right now, Tampa Bay leads Oakland 4-0, and Oakland has a batter on third. I have that in the background. I check on it on occasion. But we're going to continue on with our Strat-O-Matic Card&Dice 1983, my original first set I ever bought from Strat-O-Matic, 1983. 1&Done tournament, and it's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Montreal Expos, round 2. The Cubs are the 13th seed in the first bracket, 71 and 91. The Expos, the Montreal Expos, are the 4th seed in bracket number 1, 82 and 80. It's Ferguson Jenkins for the Cubs taking on Steve Rogers for the Expos. Round 1 winners, as we had 4 teams vying for 2 spots, advanced into the round 2 in the first bracket of 16. The top 8 teams have a bye until the 3rd round, and that is the second bracket of 16. Teams 9 through 14 plus the 2 first-round winners represent bracket number 1. Those are those 16 teams. Alrighty, we have the original Grognard with us at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful military strategy channel. Good friend to all, the OG. Let's give you the lineups and roll some Strat-O-Matic baseball dice. Who shall advance? Who shall go home? For the visiting Chicago Cubs, Ryan Sandberg will be at first. Will bat first, play second. Bill Buckner will bat second and play first. Keith Moreland's in right field and will bat third. Hall is in center. That's Mel Hall, and he's the cleanup hitter. The Penguin, Ron Cey, no longer a Dodger, mans the hot corner for the Cubbies. He'll bat 5th. Batting 6th, doing the catching, Jody Davis. Leon Durham's in left field. He'll bat 7th. Jay Johnstone is the designated hitter. He'll bat 8th. Once again, there's a DH in all of our tournament games. And Larry Boa, no longer a Philadelphia Philly, will bat 9th and play shortstop. Ferguson Jenkins is up on the mound for the Cubbies. He's good for, his 5th inning of work will start his point of weakness check. He was 6-9 with a 4.30 earned run average, striking out 96, walking 46, and giving up 19 gopher balls. Cubs pitching was not bueno in 1983. For the Montreal Expos, Tim Raines leads things off. He's in left field. Al Oliver bats second. He's at first base. The Hawk, Andre Dawson, bats third, and he'll patrol center field. Gary Carter's behind the plate. He'll bat 4th. Batting 5th at the hot corner, Tim Wallach. Batting 6th, the designated hitter, Warren Cromartie. Batting 7th in right field, Terry Francona. Batting 8th at second base is Little. Batting 9th at shortstop is Chris Spire. Steve Rogers will be up on the hill for the Expos. 17 and 12 with a 3.23 earned run average, 14 homers allowed, striking out 146, walking only 78. So here we go, folks. Here's Ryan Sandberg to lead things off for the Cubbies. 261, 8 homers, 4 triples, and 25 doubles. He is an A stealer. Rogers is ready to work. Here's the pitch to Ryan Sandberg. 4-9. Righty-righty matchup. 4-9. And that's a single to left. So Ryan Sandberg gets on. Single to left. Gary Carter is a -3 arm as a catcher. And they will hold Sandberg. So that's -5 in total. And that's 1 through 10. So Sandberg will stay put. And here comes Billy Buckner. Bill Buckner in 1983 for the Cubs. 280, 16 homers, 6 triples, and 38 doubles. I just dropped my pen, but I've retrieved it. Carter sets the target, the pitch to Billy Buck. Rogers tosses in at 4-9. Buckner's a left-handed batter. 4-9, and that's a line shot. And making the catch at short is Spires. Great reaction. A quick lunge takes away a base hit from Bill Buckner. 1 or 2 would have been a single. 3 through 20 is a line out to Chris Spire. Nice play by Spire. So 1 out. And here's the right fielder, Keith Moreland. Moreland. 302, 16 homers, 3 triples, and 30 doubles. Again, they will hold Sandberg on at first. Here's the pitch to Moreland. 2-7, righty-righty matchup. 2-7, hard hit ball to Spire. And that's going to be a double play. 6-4-3. The side is retired. As that goes Spire to Little to Oliver. 6-4-3. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. Ryan Sandberg's leadoff single goes for naught. Due up for the Expos, Raines, Oliver, and Dawson to face Ferguson, Jenkins. Tim Raines is in left field, switch hitter. He'll be batting lefty off the right-hand throwing Ferguson, Jenkins. Raines, 298, 11 homers, 8 triples, and 32 doubles. He is a AAA stealer. You want to keep him off the base paths. Jenkins picks up the sign from Jody Davis. Here's the pitch to Tim Raines. 6-7. Raines, a left-handed batter, switch hitter. 6-7, fly ball out to right, and that's out number 1. Making the catch is Moreland. So 1 up, 1 down for the Expos. Al Oliver steps to the plate, one of my favorite non-Red Sox players. In fact, I usually try to trade for him when I'm playing open world games and out of the ballpark. Oliver batted .300, 8 homers, 3 triples, and 38 doubles. He's a left-handed batter. He digs in. He awaits the Jenkins offering. Here's the pitch by Fergie. 3-6. 3-6, and that's a single to center. So Al Oliver singles to center. He's an E stealer. He will not be held on. And here comes the Hawk, the center fielder for the Expos, Andre Dawson. 299, 32 round trippers, 10 triples, and 36 doubles. Jenkins nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Dawson. 5-9, righty-righty matchup. 5-9, swing and a miss. Fastball in tight. Dawson got tied up with it. There's 2 outs. Oliver will be off on contact, so we will hold him on with 2 outs. He'll only go a +1, 1 through 14. Here comes Gary Carter, the catcher for the Expos. It's about 2 years away. I think it's 85 he gets traded to the Mets. He batted .270, 17 homers, 3 triples, and 37 doubles. Jenkins picks up the sign from Jody Davis. He kicks and fires to Gary Carter, 4-7. Righty-righty matchup. 4-7. Curveball! Strike 3 looking. Jenkins gives up a single but strikes out 2. We go to the top of the second. No score here in Montreal. So Jenkins matches Rogers pitch for pitch. Due up for the Cubbies, Mel Hall, Ron Say, and Jody Davis. Mel Hall, left-handed batting center fielder, 283, 17 homers, 5 triples, and 23 doubles. Here's a pitch from Rogers to Mel Hall. He'll go on to play for the Yankees. 2-8, right-handed pitcher. 2-8, single to center. So Mel Hall singles to center, just like Ryan Sandberg did in the top of the first. He's a C stealer. He's not going anywhere. They will hold him on. So it'll be a 1 through 14 until there's 2 outs. Here comes the Penguin, former Dodger Ron Say. He's traveled a little east to the Windy City now. 275, 24 homers, 1 triple, and 33 doubles. Kurt Berglund's at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? The pitch to the Penguin from Rogers. 4-6. Righty-righty matchup. 4-6. Ground ball, second base. And that is Little. He's a 4 defender, and that's a 20. A 4 and a 20. They will not be able to turn 2. They can only get the force out as Little goes to Spires. But the return throw to first is not in time. So Say is on the fielder's choice. 4-6. Hall's erased from the base paths, as that was a ground ball B. So Hall is out. Say is at first. Very slow. They won't hold him on. He's an E stealer. Here comes the catcher, Jody Davis. Davis, 271, 24 homers, 2 triples, and 31 doubles. Another right-handed batter. Rogers hoping for a double play ball. He rocks and deals to Jody Davis, 6'9". Righty-righty matchup. 6, 9, and a 10. And that's going to be a gap shot. That's going to be a double. 1 or 2 would have been a triple. 3 through 20 is a double. Say being held on at... Oh, was not being held on. So he's 1 through 11. They're going to hold. They're going to hold him. As that ball was hit to right. Let me check. 6-9. Center. It'd be center field. And Dawson has a -4 arm. All right. So Davis is at third. I'm sorry, Say is at third. Davis is at second. 1 out. Cubs threatening to put the first runs up on the board. And stepping to the plate is the left fielder, Leon Durham. Durham, 258, 12 homers, 8 triples, and 18 doubles. Left-handed batter. 74% off the Strat card when it comes. When he gets a hit, 74% of the time, it came across from righties. Expos playing back for the out. They'll give up the run. Here's the pitch to Durham. Rogers fires in. 4s across the board. That's a 4-8 left-handed batter. 4-8 fly ball to right. And Terry Francona, it's a fly ball B. Tagging up and scoring is the Penguin Ron Say. And it's 1-0 Cubbies on the sac fly by Leon Durham. So he picks up an RBI. Staying put at second is Jody Davis. So 2 outs, and here's the designated hitter, left-handed batting Jay Johnstone. Has a bit of a flaky sense of humor, to say the least. 257, 6 home runs, no triples, and 7 doubles. And Kirk says he's doing awesome. We like to hear that. 2 outs. Jody Davis will be off on contact. He's only 1 through 9. But they'll hold him close, so it'll only be 1 through 10. Johnstone awaits the Rogers offering. Pitch homeward bound. 4-2. How do you do? Left-handed batter. 4-2. Shallow fly ball. Left field racing in. Making the dive. And the catch is Tim Raines. And the side is retired. Nice play by Timmy Raines. On the shallow. It was a blooper. But the Cubs get one as we go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Cubs. Winner advances in our 1-and-done 1983 tournament. Due up for the Expos to face Ferguson, Jenkins, Wallach, Cromartie, and Francona. Tim Wallach, the third baseman, 269, 19 homers, 3 triples, and 33 doubles, right-handed batter. Jody Davis wiggles the fingers. The pitch to Wallach from Jenkins. 6-6. Pick up your sticks on 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. Righty-righty matchup. 6-6. That's a single to left. So Tim Wallach singles. Tying run on base. Wallach will not be held on. He's an E-stealer. That'll bring up Warren Cromartie. Cromartie's the designated hitter. 278, 3 homers, 2 triples, and 26 doubles. Jenkins looking for the double play ball. As Sandberg and Boa pinch that middle. Here's the pitch to Cromartie. 4-5. Left-handed batter. 4-5. Fly ball out to left. Moving back to his left, making the catch, is Leon Durham. 2 away, retreating back to first is Wallach. And here's Terry Francona, son of Tito. 257, the right fielder. 3 home runs, 1 triple, and 11 doubles. Wallach takes a slight lead at first. Here's the pitch to Terry Francona. Jenkins fires in a 2-5. Against the right-handed pitcher. 2-5. Hard hit ball to short. Boa to Sandberg. On to Buckner. Double play. 6-4-3. So Francona bangs into the DP. The side is retired. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Cubbies. Fergie Jenkins trying to turn back the hands of time to 1969. The Cubs in 69 would collapse down the stretch and the Mets would win the newly formed National League East and beat the newly formed National League West champions Atlanta Braves and would go on to beat the Orioles in the World Series. Due up for the Cubs, Boa. That's Larry Boa. Then the top of the order, Ryan Sandberg and Billy Buckner. Larry Boa, the former Philadelphia Philly, now playing short for the Cubs. 267, 2 home runs, 5 triples, and 20 doubles. Sandberg on deck. Rogers is ready to work. Here's the pitch to Larry Boa. 3-5. Right-handed pitcher. As Boa's switch hitter batting lefty, but it's a right-handed pitcher. So it's a 3 and a 5. Ground ball to first. And that'll be out number 1. As Oliver tosses to Rogers, covering the bag. Scoring at home, that's 3-1. Ryan Sandberg strides to the plate. Second baseman singled in his first plate appearance. The windup and the pitch from Rogers to Sandberg. 1-8. 1-8. Another hard hit ball to short. That'll be out number 2. So Sandberg grounds out to Spire. Six to 3. That's 2 down. And here's Billy Buckner, first baseman. Lined out to short. Nice play by Spire. He had a good reaction to it. Buckner looking for something he can drive out of the ballpark. 1-0 Cubs. 2 outs, top of the third. Rogers kicks and deals to Billy Buckner. 2-11. 2-11. Ground ball to first. Oliver has it. Waves off Rogers. Steps on the bag. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cubs. here in the top of the third. We go the bottom of the third, 1-0 Cubbies. Due up for the Expos, Little, Spire in the top of the order, Tim Raines. Here's Brian Little, second baseman. Batted .260, 1 home run, 3 triples, and 15 doubles. Switch hitter, he'll bat lefty off the right-handed throwing Ferguson Jenkins. Fergie nods his head, pitch inward and homeward bound to Brian Little. 1-11. 1-11. He jammed him. Popped up. Third base side. The Penguin waiting for it to come down. Makes the catch. 1 down. So he jammed him with that pitch. Here comes the number 9 batter, Chris Spire. Spire, .257, 2 homers, 2 triples, and 12 doubles. On deck, Tim Raines. Here's the pitch to Chris Spire. 4-11. Righty-righty matchup. 4-11. Fly ball, right field, defense check for Keith Moreland. He is a 4, and we rolled a 14. Flip the chart. Right fielder, 4. And a 14. That's going to drop in. Moreland cuts it off before it gets down into the corner. But that's a single. Moreland couldn't get there. And Raines picks up his first hit. AAA stealer. Davis has a neutral arm at 0. They'll hold him on, but that's only a -1. Expos... I'm sorry, that's Spires, excuse me. Spires, my faux pas. Spires singles. He'll be holding at first. They're not holding him on, but he's going nowhere. He's a D stealer. Here comes Tim Raines now. He flew out to right his first time up. The pitch to Tim the Rock Raines from Ferguson Jenkins. 5-4. Will it close the door on the inning? Looking for the double play ball. He's a left-handed batter. 5-4. Boom goes the ball, and Tim Raines will touch them all. Normal power is a home run. Well, Tim Raines has normal power. He has just crushed it, and just like that, a single and a blast, and it's 2-1 Expos. And that's a home run. Raines picks up 2 ribbies. Scoring ahead of him is Chris Spire. Jenkins. That looked like a flat slider, which turns into a kill me batting practice fastball. So bippity boppity boom goes Timmy Raines, and it's 2-1 Expos. Here, stepping to the plate is Al Oliver, first baseman. He singled his first time up. Here's the pitch to Oliver from Jenkins. 2-7. Oliver, left-handed batter. 2, Jenkins, a right-handed pitcher. 7, ground ball to first. Fielding it is Buckner. He'll toss to Jenkins, and that'll be 2 away. Scoring at home, 3-1. Crowd still abuzz by the blast by Tim Raines. The 2-run shot has given the Expos a lead, 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. Here comes the Hawk, Andre Dawson. He was a strikeout victim to Jenkins. The windup and the pitch from Jenkins to Dawson. 6-7, righty-righty matchup. 6-7, swing and a miss. He got him again. Dawson expanded his zone. We're through 3. The Expos 2, the Cubs 1, thanks to the 2-run blast by Tim Raines. We go to the top of the 4th. It'll be Keith Moreland, Mel Hall, and Ron Say for the Cubbies. They now trail by 1. And they'll face Steve Rogers. Moreland banged into a double play his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch from Rogers to Moreland. 6-7. Righty. 6-7. Strike 3! Outside corner. He painted it. And Rogers picks up a K. That's his first special K. 1 out, no one on. Left-handed batting center fielder, Mel Hall. Carter wiggles the fingers, sets the target. The pitch to Mel Hall. 5-7. Hall a lefty. 5-7, single to center. So Mel Hall is now 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He represents the tying run at first. Expos up 2-1. Hall's a C-stealer. They will hold him on. Here comes the Penguin. Ron Say, he reached on a fielder's choice and scored after advancing to third on the Jody Davis double on a sac fly by Leon Durham. The pitch to the Penguin. 1 out, 1 on. Runner at first. 4-7. Righty. 4-7. Strike 3. Could not pull the trigger on the breaking pitch. He goes down looking. Rogers has struck out 2 in this inning, his first 2 of the ball game. 2 outs. Hall will be off on contact. They will hold him on. As they were holding him on, he was a C-stealer, so they were holding him on anyway. So he's going to be a +1, 1 through 16. Jody Davis doubled his first plate appearance. Can Davis go bippity-boppity-boom and give the Cubs a 3-2 lead? Carter sets a target. Rogers rocks and fires to Jody Davis. 4-7. 4-7. Swing and a miss. He chased the high one out of the zone. Rogers gives up a single but strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 Expos. Rogers starting to deal now. Remember, Jenkins' point of weakness check starts in the 5th. And we're in the bottom of the 4th right now. Due up for the Expos, Gary Carter, Tim Wallach, and Warren Cromartie. Carter struck out his first time up. Jenkins nods his head. The pitch to Gary Carter. 4-12. 4-12. Fly ball center field going back. Waiting for it and making the catch is Mel Hall. 1 down. Here's the designated hitter. Oh, wrong card. Here comes a third baseman, Tim Wallach. Wallach singled in his first plate appearance. The pitch from Jenkins to Wallach. 2-5. 2-5. Hard hit ball to Larry Bowa at short. He throws across the diamond to Buckner. That's 2 down. 6-3. And now the designated hitter, Warren Cromartie, who flew out to left. And Leon Durham. 2-1 Expos. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. The pitch to Cromartie. Jenkins fires in a 3-6. 3-6. Line shot. Past the dive of the second baseman. And that's going to be a single into right. 1 through 7's a single. We rolled a 3. 8 through 20 would have been a line out to second. Sandberg couldn't make the play on the hard hit ball. So Cromartie is on first. B Steeler. He'll be held on. 2 outs. Off on contact. A +1. So 1 through 13. Here comes Terry Francona, who knocked into a double play in his first plate appearance. 6-4-3. Jody Davis sets the target. The pitch from Jenkins to Francona. 4-7. Francona, left-handed batter. 4-7. Single to center. Single to center. Hall has a neutral arm. with 2 outs. Francona's a 1 through 13. They will hold him. I'm sorry, Cromartie, 1 through 13. Same thing, though. They'll hold him, 1 through 13. So, first and second. Francona's at first. Cromartie's at second. 2 away. And now I'll bring up the second baseman, Brian Little. He popped out to third. Jenkins has to bear down now. 2-1 Expos. The pitch to Brian Little, looking to expand the lead. That's a 1-10. Little, a switch hitter, will bat lefty. 1-10, fly ball left field. That's going to hang up there. Making the catch is the left fielder Durham, and the side is retired. Jenkins pitches out of the mini jam. We're through 4, still 2-1 Expos. We go to the top of the 5th. Due up for the Cubs, Durham, Johnstone, and Boa. Right, Carter made the first out. What did we do with Gary Carter? Oh, we put him back under here. Okay. So Carter made the first out. Let's get this in order here. And then Wallach. Cromartie singled. Francona singled. And Little flew out to left. So Chris Spire will lead off the bottom of the 5th. Now we got the cards in order. Alrighty, here we go. Top of the 5th. Durham, Johnstone, and Boa to face Steve Rogers. Leon Durham, sac fly to right for the ribby. The pitch from Rogers to Durham, 1-12. 1-12, that's a ground ball hit to first. Oliver has it. Tosses to Rogers. That's out number 1. Here comes Jay Johnstone, the designated hitter. He almost blooped one into left, but making a great play in left. Was Tim Raines on the diving catch. Johnstone asks for time. Now he gets back in the box. Digs in, waiting to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch to Jay Johnstone. 4-6. Left-handed batter. 4-6. He works a walk. Tying run at first in Jay Johnstone. With 1 out, and here comes the shortstop, Larry Boa. Johnstone is an E-stealer. He will not be held on. 1 through 12 base runner. If we get to 2 outs, he will be held on. Switch hitter Larry Boa will bat lefty. Boa grounded out to first. Johnstone takes a slight lead. Here's the pitch to Larry Boa, the former Philadelphia Philly. That's 2s across the board. 2-4. 2-4, popped up, right side, foul territory. Oliver moves over, makes the catch, and that's 2 down. Johnstone will be off on contact now, and they will hold him, so he'll only be a 1 through 13. Second baseman Ryan Sandberg strides to the plate. 1 for 2, he singled and grounded to short. Here's the pitch to Rhino. 3-3, what will it be? We shall see on the 3-3 righty-righty matchup. 3-3, popped up right side again. Calling for it is the second baseman, Little. He'll make the catch. The side is retired. Johnstone stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Expos. And now the point of weakness check will start for Ferguson Jenkins. Lee Smith already warming in the bullpen. 1 and done. Every game is an elimination game. Fergie will face Chris Spire, then Tim Raines and Al Oliver. Spire singled and scored on the 2-run homer by Tim the Rock Raines. Here's the pitch from Jenkins to Spire. 6-3, what will it be? We shall see. 6-3, ground ball back to Jenkins. And we rolled an 8. And he's a 2 defender. And he's a 0 for the error, so he makes the play. That's 1-3 if you're scoring at home. Spire's retired. Now he's 1 for 2. Top of the order. Tim Raines flown to right and hit a 2-run homer. Back in the bottom of the 3rd. And that's how we stand. Expos 2, Cubs 1. The pitch to the Rock. 1-4. Jenkins hoping to close the door on Tim Raines. 1-4. Fly ball deep to right field. Racing back. Reaching up and making the catch is Keith Moreland. He got a really good jump on that. Second time Raines has flown out to Moreland. So there's 2 outs. Thrice a Roni, a card collecting treat. Check out that wonderful channel. Dave Gardner was playing a little Star Wars. Good to see you, my friend. Check out that wonderful channel. Lots of stuff going on with Uncle Dave and Uncle Ron. Podcasts all over the place. Just check them out. Subscribe. Do all that good stuff. 2 outs. Base is empty for Al Oliver. He is 1 for 2. He is singled and grounded to first. Jenkins kicks and deals to Al Oliver. 5-8. Oliver, left-handed batter. 5-8. Ground ball to second. Second baseman is Ryan Sandberg. He is a 2 defender, and we rolled an 18. Flip the old chart around. 2-18. Sandberg's up with it. He'll throw to Buckner, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos, so Ferguson Jenkins gets through his point of weakness check. And he does not give up a hit or a walk, so that is good. Lee Smith continues to warm in the bullpen for the Cubbies, who trail by 1. We go to the top of the 6th, 2-1 Expos. The winner advances, the loser goes home. Due up for the Cubs, Buckner, Moreland, and Hall. Here's Billy Buckner, left-handed batter. Billy Buck is 0 for 2, lined out and grounded out. Rogers back up on the bump. He's good till the 8th, and that's when the point of weakness checks on him. The pitch to Buckner from Rogers, 6-7. Left-handed batter, 6-7. Swing and a miss. Buckner got tied up on that inside fastball. Rogers has now struck out 4. 1 out, no one on for Keith Moreland, right-handed batting right fielder. Moreland has been a strikeout victim and banged into a double play. He awaits the Rogers offering, and here's the pitch. Roger obliges with a 4-4. Will it close the door? 4-4. Strike 3 looking. Oh, wow, a late call on the breaking pitch. Carter framed it beautifully. Moreland, second time he's gone down via the K. That's the 5th strikeout for Rogers. Moreland didn't like the call. He was already heading down to first base. A laissez-faire call by the umpire. So 2 outs, base is empty for the center fielder, Mel Hall. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Can Hall go yard and tie it up? 2-1 Expos. Carter wiggles the fingers. Rogers quickly nods his head. High leg kick and the pitch to Mel Hall. 1-10. 1-10. Ground ball to second. Little has it. He'll throw to Al Oliver. And 1, 2, 3 go the Cubbies. First time Hall's been retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 Expos. Time of the essence now for the team that's losing, the Chicago Cubs. Jenkins back up on the bump. His one mistake, a 2-run homer to Tim Raines, and that's how the Expos grab the lead. He'll face the Hawk, Andre Dawson, Gary Carter, and Tim Wallach. Dawson is struck out twice against the Canadian export, Ferguson Jenkins. Here's the pitch to the Hawk. Dawson, 3-5. 3-5. Strike 3. That's the third time Dawson has gone down via the K, this time looking. And again, he's not happy with that call. The umpire taking his sweet time calling it. So 1 down. And here's the catcher, Gary Carter. Carter is 0 for 2. He struck out and flown to center. The pitch to Carter. 5-9. Righty. 5-9. Swing and a miss! Jenkins. High and away. Carter chases. Jenkins is now struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's struck out 5. So there's 2 outs. Jenkins trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. Tim Wallach, third baseman, comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2, a single and a ground out to short. Jody Davis sets the target. The pitch to Tim Wallach. Jenkins tosses up a 4-8. 4-8 ground ball to second. And Ryan Sandberg. Sandberg is a 2. And we rolled a 1, a 2 and a 1. And that's a single. Past the dive of Sandberg into center field. He made a backhanded dive at it. So Wallach's 2 for 3 now. Big insurance run at first. With 2 outs, they will hold him on, so he'll only go 1 through 13. The designated hitter, Warren Cromartie, steps to the plate. Left-handed batting Cromartie. He'd like to find a gap here and help Wallach giddy up around the bases. Cromartie is flown to left and singled. That's 1 hit so far. Lee Smith is ready. Here's the pitch from Jenkins to Warren Cromartie. 1-8. 1-8. And that's a shot deep. Right center field. It's going to be off the wall. That is a double. Racing all the way to third and being held up. Wow, they held him up with 2 outs. Is Wallach. So a double by Cromartie. Second and third. And that was a 1-8 off the Cromartie card. 1-8. We rolled a 9. Just missed a homer by a foot. 1 through 8's a homer. 9 through 20's a double. Oh, no stars though. We could have waved him. Center field. I thought there was a star there. 2 stars. No stars. Francona coming up. Wallach, 1 through 13. One through 13. They're gonna waive him. I looked over at the 2 column. And that had a double 2 stars. And the 1 column does not have a double 2 stars. It's a double with no stars. 1 through 13, they're going to waive him. Here's the relay throw. Hall has a neutral arm. Again, this would probably be a relay throw. So 1 through 13, he scores. He is out! He is out at the plate. It's a 15. And it will stay a 1-run deficit. So Wallach, they try to wave him around on the Cromartie double. He is out. We're going to call that 8-6-2. Because that makes sense. And the side is retired. Cromartie denied the RBI. And Jenkins breathes a sigh of relief, and I think that's the last inning for Ferguson Jenkins. So Jenkins gets through 6. Expos still up 1-0. as Wallach is gunned out at the plate. Beautiful throw from Hall to Boa, and the relay to the plate to Jody Davis. You are out, Mr. Tim Wallach. We go to the top of the 7th. Ron Say, Jody Davis, and Leon Durham to face Steve Rogers. Rogers has only given up 1 run, and it came in the top of the 2nd. A sac fly to Leon Durham. Here's the pitch to the Penguin. Rogers deals Say 3-10. Righty. 3-10. Strike 3. Inside corner. Catches him looking. Another K for Rogers. 1, 2, 3. He's got 6 now. Rogers has 6. Jenkins has 5, but Jenkins' day is done. I think we're going to go to Lee Smith. Here's Jody Davis, the catcher, who tagged out Wallach at the plate. He awaits the Rogers offering. Davis 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 5-11. 5-11. Fly ball to right field. The right fielder is Terry Francona. He's a 3, and we rolled a 7. Flip the chart. Right field, 3, 7, and Francona makes the running catch coming in on the sinking line drive. There are 2 down. Let's double check on that. 3, 7. Yep, fly ball, C. So Davis flies out to Francona on right. Now bring up Leon Durham. He knocked in the only run for the Cubs with a sac fly. If you're thinking a bippity-boppity boom, Durham had 12 home runs. Left-handed batter. Likes that 2 column and needs a low roll. Can Leon Durham tie it with 1 swing of the bat? 2 outs, top of the 7th. Expos up 2-1. The pitch to the bull, Leon Durham. 5-10. You can't always get what you want. 5-10. Fly ball to center. That's a deep fly ball. Andre Dawson racing back. He's a 1 defender, and we rolled a 14. 1-14, and he will make the catch. The side is retired. So Durham gave it a bippity-boppity, but not a big boom. 1, 2, 3 go the Cubbies. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 2-1 Expos. And Ferguson Jenkins is done. Fergie went 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs on the 2-run homer to Raines. They were earned. And he struck out 5. He's in line for the loss. He pitched well. 1 mistake, though. The 2-run bippity-boppity boom by Raines. And here comes Lee Smith in the bottom of the 7th. There's no tomorrow. Smith will be followed up, if necessary, by Warren Brewstar. So here's Lee Smith. He's good for 3 innings. A 3rd inning is point of weakness check. 4-10 with a 1.65 earned run average. He struck out 91, walked 41, gave up 5 bye-bye birdies. He's a right-handed throwing pitcher. He would pitch for the Red Sox. And actually, Jeff Reardon on the Expos would pitch for the Red Sox. They were briefly on the same Red Sox team. So here's Lee Smith. Last batter that Ferguson Jenkins faced was Warren Cromartie. He doubled, but Wallach was thrown out at the plate on a wonderful relay throw, as that went Hall to Boa to Davis. You're out, Mr. Tim Wallach. Smith done with his warm-up tosses. He'll face Francona, Little, and Spire. Here comes Terry Francona, 1 for 2, a double play and a single. Here's the hard throw from Lee Smith. 2-2, how do you do? 2, 2, 20. Francona jumps all over that fastball. That is deep to center field. Hall goes racing back. He leaps. He doesn't make the catch. The ball caroms off the wall. And Francona goes gliding into second with a leadoff double. A huge insurance run there for the Expos. That was a 2-2. How do you do? A home run 1 through 18. We rolled to 20. Francona just missed. Here comes Brian Little. Little, they're playing in for the bunt, and that's just what he'll do. He will sacrifice bunt here. He's an A bunter. It will go to the B. The pitch, he squares. That's a 9 on a B bunter. A 9. Save fields it. Throws to Sandberg on the wheel play. Advancing to third is Francona. The only play was to first. As you could see, they had a double wheel play going on. Ryan going to first. And Boa going towards third, but Say had no opportunity there. A beautiful bunt by Little. So that's a sac bunt. That goes 5-4 as Sandberg was covering first. As the corners were charging. Infield moves in with 1 out. 2-1 Expos. And Chris Spire at the plate. Spire has singled and scored and grounded to first. Let's take a look at the Montreal Expos bench real quick. Spires. Spires will hit, as Jim Wolford has a better average, but much better against lefties than righties. Spires 64, Wolford 22. Infield in. Here's the pitch to Spire. Smith looking for a strikeout. And we'll have to come off the Spire card. 2-7. 2-7. Ground ball B with a plus. Uh-oh. I think that gets by with the infield in. Let's double check here. Ground ball followed by 2 plus signs. There's only 1 plus sign. Safe on a single. Runners advance 2 bases. If the bases are loaded, blah, 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 blah. Following are the exceptions. A ground ball resulting in a hit or an error, followed by, regard the result, exception. There are no 2 plus signs on any of these cards. I think that's a hit. Ground ball to short, B with a plus sign. Ground ball. Batter is safe. Runner on third is out. Wow. But there's a plus sign. Followed by a double plus sign. I think that's a typo. I don't see any double plus. I don't recall ever seeing a double plus sign on anyone's card. A regular ground ball B. Let's go to the rules because I just want to make... I think that's a base hit and the run scores. Hello, ID Gesture and Philip Reynolds. Let's just go... I hate to do this, but I don't see a double plus sign. I don't think that's... Ground ball plus sign. Here we go. In advance, batter's card reading is abbreviated from ground ball plus plus to ground ball plus. Use basic rule 6-1. Oh, Jesus. Ground ball. So now 6-1. Now we got to go with the basic rule. See, this is where games get overkill. It should be very simple. Just look at the chart. It's definitely just 1 plus sign. Let's go to rule 6-1. For added realism, if the infield is in, 1 or more runners being held, Regard any ground ball with a ++ sign. Advance 2. Okay. That just means 2 bases. It is a base hit. Yep. So, because you look at the advance rule, it says ground ball with a double plus sign, go to ground ball with a plus sign, use basic rule. 6-1. Ground ball. This result occurs only on batter's card. Ignore the ++ and treat the result as any other ground ball reading. What the hell does that mean? This result occurs only on the batter's card, which we did. That's off the batter's card. So I guess if it's on the pitcher's card, we ignore it. I don't see any on the pitcher's card. But anyway, again, with overkill. Come on, people. So that's a base hit. Drawn in infield doesn't work. Single, 2 stars. All right. 3-1 after all that. 3-1. Expos. So Spires comes through in the clutch. Scoring from third in the drawn in infield is Francona. Spires now 2 for 3. He picks up a ribby. No one else was on base, so he's at first. Had there been anyone else on base, they would have advanced 2 bases. So the sack works. 1 out, 1 on, 3-1. Cubs. Here comes Tim the Rock Raines. He's 1 for 3, a 2-run homer. He's flown out twice to right. Smith deals to Raines, and that's a 1-4. Righty-lefty matchup because Raines a switch hitter. But it goes off Raines' hitter's card. 1. What did I say? 1. It's 1-5, excuse me. 1-5. Boom goes the ball. Tim Raines has just mashed his second home run, and it's a 2-run blast. He's knocked in 4. Bippity boppity bada boom. And just like that, the Expos are printing tickets for round 3. Another 2-run homer by Tim the Rock Raines. He's knocked in 4. He's now 2 for 4. Scoring is Spires ahead of him. And there is much joy here in Montreal. As it's now 5-1. So Lee Smith does not spell relief. Well, the Cubs manager is eating a lot of Rolaids right now. A 2-run homer by Tim the Rock Raines. Ouch. So this game has gotten away from the Cubs, and we brought in our best pitcher. Infield in didn't work. Here's Al Oliver. Oliver 1 for 3. There's 1 out. He singled and grounded out twice. The pitch from Smith to Oliver. Smith seems to be just going through the motions now. 4-2. How do you do? Oliver, left-handed batter. 4-2. Ground ball back to Smith. He throws to Buckner. 2 away. A lot too late. Larry Harris, how you doing, my friend? Yep, thank you. Yep, Larry says the infield was in. It would be a base hit. That's what I thought, but I wish they didn't put... the double plus means 2 bases. So, Viper Dave, Mark Forsberg, hope all is well. The pluses are for runner's advancement where infield isn't. Thank you, Mark, thank you. I did read that in the rules. I got confused for a second when I was like, I don't see a double plus. It should be a hit, and it was. All right, so Oliver, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that. 2 outs. Here comes the Hawk, Andre Dawson. He has struck out 3 times. It was all against Jenkins. He's glad to see Fergie leave. Here's the pitch from Smith to Andre Dawson. 5-5. Righty, 5-5. Ground ball, second base to Sandberg. Sandberg's a 2 defender. We rolled a 10. Flip the chart. I like that I put this little thing here and it just stays right there. 2-10. We go to an error check. Sandberg is a 14. We have to roll the 2 red die. Find the 14. We've got it. 7. My God, I have no... no, he makes the play. 6 through 10, ground ball A. The side is retired. He makes the play. Dawson 0 for 4. But the Cubbies go down 3 more runs. They're now down 5-1. So they're down 4 as 3 more runs are scored by the Expos. The single pass to drawn in infield by Spire and then a 2-run homer by Raines. That's his second 2-run homer. He's knocked in 4. We go to the top of the 8th. Time running short for the Cubs. They're going to get blown back to the Windy City. 5-1, Montreal. So Lee Smith did not spell relief. Rogers will continue to battle from the mound for the Expos. He will face Johnstone, Boa, and Sandberg. So Durham made the last out. Yes, he did. He flew out to center. Here's Jay Johnstone, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 1. Robbed on a sinking line drive that was caught by Tim Raines, and then he walked. The pitch from Rogers to Jay Johnstone. A bit of an odd duck, Jay Johnstone. 5-11. Left-handed batter. 5-11. Ground ball to first. Buckner has it. Takes it to the bag himself. I'm sorry. That would be Oliver has it. Takes it to the bag himself. 1 down. Here comes the number 9 batter, Larry Boa. Boa is hitless. Rogers kicks and deals to Boa. Left-handed batter. He's a switch hitter. 4-7. 4-7. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with the high heat. And that is strikeout number 7, I do believe. Yep, strikeout number 7 for Rogers. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Cubs down to their final 4 outs. And here's Ryan Sandberg. Rogers deals quickly to Rhino. Cubs trail 5-1. 4-10. Righty-righty. 4-10. This will be a play for the catcher, Gary Carter. Carter, surprisingly, is a 3. So that's a 3 and a 6. Flip the chart. 3 and a 6. Wild pitch, which means nothing. And then the pop-up, so Sandberg pops out to Carter, and the Cubbies go 1-2-3. Second time he's popped out. Once to Little at second, and now Carter behind the plate. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Time running short on the Chicago Cubs. They trail 5-1. Lee Smith back up on the bump. He's got to keep it a 4-run deficit. He actually has pitched worse. Ferguson Jenkins made one mistake, a 2-run homer to Tim Raines. He left the game losing 2-1. He will take the loss unless the Cubs rally. Due up for Montreal, Carter, Wallach, and Cromartie. Here's the pitch from Lee Smith to Gary Carter. 6-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 6-3. 6-3. Ground ball back to Smith. We rolled a 12. So 2-12. Error check. Smith makes the play. He's a 0. So Carter grounds out 1-3. Stepping to the plate is Tim Wallach. Wallach is 2 for 3. He singled twice and grounded to short. Smith picks up the sign from Jody Davis. Pitch homeward bound to Tim Wallach. 4 is across the board. That's a 4-8. Actually, and the split is a 4. 4-4-4. Righty-righty, 4-8. Strike 3. Tied him up on the inside. So Smith picks up a strikeout. 2 away. And Warren Cromartie, the designated hitter, is 2 for 3. Flown out to left, singled, and doubled. The high leg kick by Lee Smith. The pitch to Warren Cromartie. 5-6, pick up some sticks. Left-handed batter. 5-6, strike 3, outside corner. Gets him looking, couldn't pull the trigger. We're through 8. 5-1, Expos. Last call for alcohol at 2. You're through. Yeah, that's what the Cubs face. They are 3 outs away from elimination. It's a race for the Expos to reach 3 outs before the Cubs can score 4 or more runs. 4 to tie, more to go ahead. Rogers has gone 8. Easily went through his point of weakness check, so he's still fresh. Let's just get our closer up, and it's just going to be the person with the lowest ERA. I think Reardon was their closer in '83, but he's got a 303. Bob James, 288. So it will be Reardon. We'll go with Reardon. That's not of a big difference. I'm pretty sure Reardon was a closer. So Jeff Reardon is ready. But let's see. We've had 2 complete games so far in this tournament. Let's see if Rogers can get the third. If you're a Cubs fan, you're hoping not. Rogers to face Billy Buckner. Buckner is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and struck out. Here's the pitch to Billy Buck from Steve Rogers. 3-8. 3-8. Line shot right at the first baseman, Al Oliver. So Buckner lines out to his counterpart. The Cubs are 2 outs away from elimination. Rogers 2 outs from a complete game victory, which will be the third of the tournament for pitchers, which is really cool. Here's Keith Moreland, right fielder. He's 0 for 3, struck out twice and banged into a double play. A day at the plate he would like to forget. The pitch to Moreland. Rogers fires in a 4-6. Righty-righty, 4-6. Ground ball to second. Little is a 4. Oh, I should have put Doug Flynn in. God damn it. Well, I didn't. 4 and a 10. Second base. I think he makes the play. Second. 4, 10. We go to an error check. And he's an E23. And that's a 10. That might be good. And he makes the play! Diving stop by Little, pops up, throws to first. The Cubs are 1 out away from elimination. Great play by Little as we rolled a 10 on his E23. Double check that. And 7, 9 through 12, ground ball A. And we like to make that a diving play. So that's a great play. A web gem, as they call it. 4-3. 2 outs. And now it's up to Mel Hall, the center fielder, to stave off elimination. Hall is 2 for 3. Singled in his first 2 plate appearances and grounded out to Little. Rogers looking for the complete game victory. Clinton Parks is at the ballpark. Oh, thank you. Clinton Parks says, Al, you can also Bob James. Yep. All right, here we go. If we get this is a third complete game in this tournament, which is really cool. I like that. I know a lot of people don't like the DH, but I do not have the full... Plus, I don't want to make the changes. I don't mind making pitching changes, but I don't want to constantly make changes. But this is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. This is my original 1983 set, and I actually did cave and buy a few more card sets in their sale, which actually didn't work out that bad. And I actually got a polite person in customer service today, which was incredible. So hats off. And it was via email, though, but it was a polite email. Usually they're very cold, even on email. So anyhow, I picked up 67. What the hell did I pick up? 57, 67, and 82. All fun seasons. And I might pick up 2 more. Well, that's it. No more. I'm spending too much money. But it's fun rolling the dice. All right, here's Mel Hall. Rogers looking for the complete game. 1, 2, 3 here. The windup and the pitch from Rogers to Hall. 5-1 Expos. 2 outs, top of the ninth. That's a 4-6. Hall, a left-handed batter. 4-6. Ball 4. He does not ring him up. That's a walk. Reardon is ready. Bob James is ready. So, combination of either walks or hits equaling 3. Point of weakness. But Rogers going for the complete game. Here comes the Penguin, Ron Say. He's 0 for 3. Did reach on a fielder's choice and scored the only run on a sac fly by Durham. He struck out twice. Here's the pitch to the Penguin. Will Rogers get his K? 2-7. It's going to be a lucky 7 for one of these two gents. 2-7. Ground ball to third. Wallach throws to Oliver. Ball game over. Montreal will win 5-1 and advance to round 3. So Say goes 0 for 4. Rogers goes the distance. So Rogers, and let's count his strikeouts. I like to just keep track of strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He struck out 7, so we're right there. He only gave up 1 earned run. He went the distance. He's the winning pitcher. Ferguson Jenkins left the game at 2-1. His only mistake, a flat slider that Tim Raines crushed for a 2-run homer. Raines and Rogers are co-players of the game. Raines went 2 for 4, 2 2-run homers and 4 ribbies and scored twice. So Fergie is the losing pitcher. Lee Smith went 2, but Smith gave up 3 runs. All earned. And he gave up the second 2-run homer to Raines. So, game 5 of our tournament, the Expos advance 5-1. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Our good friend Sports Time Machine. Go, Al, I'm the enabler. You are the enabler, but thank you. You know what? I got 3 seasons, and when you put the discount in for 3 seasons, it wasn't a bad deal. And I'm going to pick up a few more. And I don't care that I have seasons on the PC and seasons. I like rolling the cards. They were talking about that. If you haven't seen Digital Dice with Uncle Ron and Uncle Dave, the newest one up, and Uncle Dave's friend, I forgot the young lady's name. I can't think of it. But she's also on his Game Pod podcast. Very nice. More left than I am, that's for sure, but nice person anyway. That's a joke. Because I'm not left. They talked about how it's enjoyable. You know, you work at a computer all day and you're on the phone. This is really enjoyable. I'm so happy. And I was going to buy some other types of card and dice game, but this is the game I do enjoy the best, so I spent it on Strat-O-Matic. So hope everyone enjoyed it. Remember to check out our good friend Sports Time Machine, Mr. Utah Mike. Thank you, Larry Harris. As he says, a lot more complete games back then, which I liked. Then again, I love that you're back then. Yeah, we've had 3 complete games. I don't want to give it away because if someone hasn't watched and you want to go back and watch, you know, go ahead. If not, that's fine. But 3 complete games so far in the tournament. We've had so that's kind of fun when you get that. I kind of, if there's a chance to get a complete, and I'll tell you, one of the complete games, I think the point of weakness check was 6 innings. It was either 6 or 7. I think it was 6. And the person, I was rolling good. Thank you to Kurt Berglund. Buckner is my man. I like Billy Buck. Thank you to Clinton Parks, a wonderful baseball historian. Thank you to Viper Dave. Philip Reynolds. ID Gesture, always a great, great friend. Thrice Aroni. Card Collecting Treat. Check out that wonderful channel. Uncle Dave Garner. And the original Grognard, the OG. And he has a new video up, so please go check that out. Check out all the content creators. We're the FOC people. We do things differently. We support one another. That's why we're the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. All for one and one for all, but we're better than the 3 Musketeers because we're what? FOC for life. All right. Health and happiness. So next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace. Love you all.